see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Temple Owls, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Owls' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oregon's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David Hurst. Adrian Peterson among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited, everybody talked about. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did in high school. David, you know this. You can't bet.
Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they build traditions, and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Temple's offense will have its first possession of the game. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got to move on the return. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Let's talk for just a second about Temple. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not.
Breaks into the open. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Sports Center.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the... But I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Guys, let's think for just a moment about Temple. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Temple lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air, it's Dell. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Oregon! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. They've gotten... sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
Sit on the block side.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game.
Oh, he's got some space. He's already got 46 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. And the Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Boise State. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the tailback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the...
Looking deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Bobo. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Owls. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to...
Oh, they block it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts
press him, I'm throwing fades. Oh, don't back up.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmaking.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap.
Oh, it's blocked.
Pick it up.
Yeah, and those field goal blocks, when you can get that penetration right up the middle, the quickest point, right to the kicker. You can't go through the center because you can't touch the center with his head down, but a nice job getting some...
Turning it on! He's got 59 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Handoff from the gun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a first down.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. The Ducks will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. And how about that play?
Bro, why is my strong safety playing fucking corner? Get your ass out. You was not in no slot.
Giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose,
Boy, we are
offense
here
didn't have a
smacking shit.
chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge
Why
the
is
ball
this guy
from
in the
ball
fucking
carrier.
game?
Boy, they did it right there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Looking to pass. It's Bobo. Finds his man. It's Kane. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way his guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Temple lining up to punt it away. Well, so much for putting your heels on the 10 and not going back. And they got him for a safety.
I can't say what I want to say on this because I'd get fired, but what are you doing? Like, as you
What are you
continue to
doing?
run backwards, at some point we know, like, this play's over. I'm not going to get positive yards, but at some point you can't treat this like, it's almost like they thought this was a video game, and it just didn't matter. But goes all the way backwards and just gives up the safety.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kane. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great
He was
job by the
down,
defense
but
in the back
don't
end
nobody
that
say
time.
nothing.
He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Come on, Barter.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Why the
Here's
fuck
his
is
offense
Smith
with
in
a
the
fresh
game?
set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw.
Block,
And that's not
bitch.
the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
You gonna throw fades all day? I will.
The offense changing the play. To the air. It's Dell. Got his man in the middle. Down a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Why is he in?
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the 1st down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Was to pass. Into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ford. And the returner will be brought down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Oh, they're after him. Got the back over the middle. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Bobo. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Kane. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Bro, get this nigga out the game. Why is Golden and Henderson not in the game at all?
Timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Working that left side now. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Bobo. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. I want to muster up that protection. They had one blocked earlier. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Finding open areas. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Firing to the right, complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hart. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Snap to the back. Dances away. He'll throw it. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Catch in the middle, it's Kane.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Go cover him.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bobo. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start.
There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Unloads to the
Bro, you pass interference in the whole time.
Big play stops the drive. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. The give to the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical
Burnett, they're picking on your ass, bro. You need to
and the big
step it
end,
up.
A lot of times, that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him. And that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback on the keeper. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Dell. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 40. There he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it.
There's 2 of y'all right there.
It'll be a first
Fucking
down.
idiot.
He gets it to the 24-yard
Jump the fucking route. One inside, one
the Owls
outside.
come to the line with a fresh set of
Fucking
downs.
bracket.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inactive in his pass.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Bobo. They've got the screen set up. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. Temple lining up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll give it to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Darrisaw. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the might as well start playing.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rock chalk. Kansas is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 32 over Cal. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off play action on first down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Oregon. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Dog, this dude too good, bro. This is all user. Bro. This nigga out here hurting people. Bruh.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
This time he's got his man. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires on the move. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They booted away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Dell. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to.
Green, go to your place.
And the Ducks will try to punch it in on first and goal.
Green 25.
Quick pass on the jet motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. The defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's third and goal from the 3. They'll try to pound their way in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent, beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just breaks into the open.
Looking
He'll
at
step
Bulldogs
out
out
right
there.
at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Reads it, fires complete. At the 40, there he goes. Hits the afterburners. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They're going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. Temple lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Dell. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Trying play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out.